Good morning, children. Today we are going to study another lesson of English grammar. The topic that we are going to first cover is prefixes and suffixes. The word prefix and suffix have been derived from Latin words pre, which means before, and sub, which means sub, that is after, and fix means to attach. So basically, letter or letters which are attached before or after a word. A prefix is a letter or group of letters added to the beginning of a word to form a new word, the meaning of which is usually different in some way from that of the original word. So basically, after adding a prefix, you are getting a new word which has a completely different meaning from the original word. We'll study a few examples. For example, the word man. Okay, we all know the meaning of man. Man is basically the adult male. And super. So when we attach the prefix super to man, we get the word Superman. The new word Superman means a man who's unusually strong or intelligent, or who can do something extremely well. So it is in this case enhancing the meaning of the word man. The prefix by. Now by usually means to. By attached to the word cycle. Now what is a cycle? Cycle is something which goes round, which is using wheels. Okay, so by the word bicycle we come to know that a vehicle of two wheels. A vehicle with two wheels. Now prefixes can also be used to form opposites or antonyms. Now antonyms basically the words which mean opposites. These are a few examples that we are going to study. Dis along with like, we get dislike. So the opposite of like is dislike. Im plus possible is equal to impossible. In plus sane is equal to insane. Now what is the meaning of sane? Sane means somebody who's mentally fit, who's normal. So insane means that a person who's mentally not fit is in a way crazy. Un plus holy is equal to unholy. Ill plus legal is equal to illegal. Ill plus literate is equal to illiterate. Ill plus fitting is equal to ill-fitting. And ill plus treat is equal to ill-treat. So these examples are giving us an idea how prefixes can be used to create new words which can be used in our vocabulary in our day-to-day life. Ir plus regular is equal to irregular. Ir plus responsible is equal to irresponsible. Non plus stop is equal to non-stop, something that's continuous. Non plus violent is equal to non-violent. You know the meaning of violent, children? Something that's aggressive, something that can be harmful, and non-violent means that you have a peaceful approach. Okay, so if you see the last two examples, the hyphen continues to stand. Now the reason why hyphen is defined over here, not defined in the other examples, is because the two words which are joined over here are continuing to have their respective meanings. They hold a definite meaning for themselves. In the above cases, the prefix is not holding meaning till the time it is attached to the word. Now we'll study suffix. As I've told you all earlier, suffix means letter or letters that are attached behind the word. It is a letter or group of letters added to the end of a word to form a new word. The meaning of the new word is usually different from that of the original word. So once again, the meaning will not change. The meaning will be a completely new meaning and will not kind of overlap the meaning of the original word. Now why are suffixes used? Let's check out the uses. to form plurals of nouns by adding s, es, en to the singulars. So basically we use suffixes to get plurals of the singular form. Now how do we use the three suffixes that they have mentioned? In case of s, we can say school. Okay, that's in the singular form. Then we have schools, a number of schools, that's in the plural form. Then we have bus, that's in the singular form. Then we have buses, that's in the plural form. Then we have child, that's in the singular form. And finally we have children, that's in the plural form. Okay. The next reason to use suffixes are to change the base forms of verb. Okay, so when you change the base form of verb, that's basically to tell us the tenses by adding s, es, d, ed, t, ing, en, etc. to form various tenses. Let's study the example for these. So for S we have act, acts, then we have argue, argued, okay, then we have act, the past tense would become acted. Then we have, for the verb be will become been. Okay, so these are a few examples in which the base form can be changed, to with the help of suffixes to specify the tenses. To form adverbs by adding ly to adjectives. So basically you can convert an adjective into an adverb. For example, you can take the adjective bad, and you can attach ly suffix to make badly as the adverb. Okay. The other examples quoted over here, we'll go through them now. Okay. Teach plus er is equal to teacher. Work plus er is equal to worker. Read plus er is equal to reader. When only r is needed, sure plus er is equal to surer. Pure plus er is equal to purer. Now these are other examples that we'll go through. Dry plus er is equal to dryer. Carry plus ier is equal to carrier. Help plus full, helpful. Careful. Help plus less is equal to helpless. Care plus less is equal to careless. Kind plus ness is equal to kindness. Good plus ness is equal to goodness. Friend plus ship is equal to friendship. Scholar plus ship is equal to scholarship. All these words along with their suffixes create a new meaning. Free plus dumb is equal to freedom. King plus dumb is equal to kingdom. Arrange plus meant is equal to arrangement. Merry plus meant is equal to merriment. Now, children, we've covered the first topic, that is of prefixes and suffixes. I hope you all have understood the topic. What I want you all to do is, there are exercises on page number 23 and 25. Kindly attempt it yourself first, and in case you all find some difficulty, you all can go through the PDF. I have sent the answers across. Thank you, children.